Hi, everyone. I'm Erica, and it's time to go once again beyond the studio where we go past the tracks of the CD and into the lives of your favorite artists. This morning, we're going into the CD and into the life of six-time Grammy Award winner John Legend.
Morning, how are you?
I'm great. Good morning to you. You just came out of your in-studio jam with Tom and the crew. How was that for
It
you?
was great. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful morning. Great to be here.
Yeah.
And John, you also are releasing your new fall CD.
Yeah.
It's entitled Wake Up
Yes.
with the Roots.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is like more of a socially conscious and aware CD.
Yeah.
I love the music. It's got a lot of old feel to it. Talk to me about some of the music that you've sampled from in here.
Yeah, we covered some of the classics from the 60s and 70s, some great soul music from people like Marvin Gaye and Donny Hathaway, Nina Simone, Bill Withers, and some more obscure artists like Baby Huey and the Babysitters, Mike James Kirkland, Ernie Hines. Just some really beautiful, soulful songs that talk about what's going on in the world, what was going on 40 years ago, and it just so happens that a lot of it's still going on now.
Oh, most definitely. And with the title of the CD, did you kind of toggle with the name, or you just decided, wake up, that's it?
Yeah, we've been calling it Wake Up since we started. We started saying that we were working on the Wake Up sessions, and, it just made sense. One of the first songs we recorded was Wake Up Everybody by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. That's the first single of the album. And, it just felt like the right sentiment to name the album.
Okay. And for those of you watching, today is November 2nd. It is Election Day.
Yeah.
And you all just came back from the Colbert Stewart rally, the
Yeah,
rally
Stephen
to
Colbert and Jon Stewart. That was fun. Rally to restore sanity. We need a little sanity in our lives, but hopefully, more than just rallying. We hope everybody votes today.
Yeah.
If people see this after the election day, we'll know the results. But, we can't affect the results if we don't vote, so we got to do it.
Most definitely. Were you overwhelmed by the fact that there were over 200,000 people
Yeah,
there?
that was quite a gathering, of all the rallies they've had on the mall this year, that was the biggest one since I guess, since the inauguration a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And going a little bit deeper into the album,
Yeah.
I heard you tell Tom that Questlove is kind of the kid that was always in the album store.
Yeah, he still is always in the album store. He has like 70,000 pieces of vinyl in his collection.
Wow.
And he has all this stuff in his house in Philadelphia. It's just an amazing collection, and he's so knowledgeable about music and music history. And when you're doing an album of covers and trying to do some cool cover songs, he's the perfect guy to help you pick through that history and try to pick the best songs.
Oh, yeah, definitely sounds that way. What about your own collection? Do you have a lot of music in your iPod?
Yeah, I have a
If
lot
so,
in my
what?
iPod. I don't collect vinyl. Everything can fit in the palm of my hand, But I got quite a few songs, and from artists ranging from these artists that we covered to artists of today, from classic soul to hip hop to rock, a little bit of everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, of course, John, this is beyond the studio.
Okay.
So, talk to me
You
about
about to get
like
my
the
business
no,
then.
I promise I'm gonna get in this business. I promise. But
Yeah, but-
what's the green room talk like between you and the Roots? Like, what do you guys like just hanging out?
Well, we talk about music. We talk about politics. We talk about women. We talk about everything.
Oh, talk about women, huh?
But you just talk about life.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's. I'm the youngest one actually out of the crew between me and the Roots.
Mm-hmm.
But we all just talk about what we going through.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, more into the man behind the music.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Of course, like we said, this is more like a socially conscious, aware CD.
Yeah.
So, if there was one thing that you could change about the world, what would it be?
Well, one of the things I'm working on and working hard to do is make sure every kid in this country and around the world can get a quality education. We're working hard to do that here in America, fighting for education reform, for better schools for our kids. And we also building schools in places like Tanzania and helping to fund schools all over the world and bring awareness that every kid deserves an education. You can't get out of poverty if you don't learn how. Knowledge is power, and we need to empower people to break that cycle of poverty.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, of course, learning a little bit more about John Legend. What do you like to do in your downtime?
My downtime, I like to watch sports. I'm a big football fan, big basketball fan. I like to go out to eat. I just like food. I go go to a lot of nice restaurants and try to, just sample some of the best. I like to read, like to travel.
And of course, you're not doing any of this alone.
Right.
So,
Right. I
and
have
you're
a
doing it
girlfriend.
with,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah, we go to nice restaurants together.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll leave him alone for now. But John, thank you so
It's a
much for
pleasure.
joining. Thank you so much for joining us in the Red Velvet Cake studio this morning. His CD is entitled Wake Up. In stores now. Pick it up. It is phenomenal. Thank you so much for joining us. And this has been Beyond the Studio for BlackAmericaWeb.com.